Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Jasmine with Ethereal Pathways. I'm going to do a collective channel message today, just real quickly, a little quicker message, and see what comes out for the collective at this time. I've already cleansed the space with Palo Santo. If you're new to my channel, take what resonates for you, because there may be some words of confirmation and messages that come through for some people and some for others. So take what resonates for you and leave what does not for somebody else. Because if you're drawn to this message, and it's a timeless message, so you can watch it anytime after I post it, years, months, days, whatever. And if you're drawn to it, then there's something in here for you. So I don't believe in chance, and I don't believe in coincidences. So again, take what resonates for you, leave what doesn't. I'm going to just tap into the energy real quick and see what comes through. After I cleansed the space, before I came back to my chair, I had to go do something real quick, let my dog out. I heard something about solo. So I'm going to write that down. I feel like somebody is going solo. Oh my gosh, I just heard that Jason Derulo song. So that may resonate for somebody. I'm trying to remember the title of the name. So I'm going solo or something like that, I think. I'm going solo. That's like, gosh, way at least 10 years ago, more. That may resonate for somebody. I don't know how to spell his last name. I don't know if that's spelled right. So I'm going solo. And somebody's going solo. They're on a solo journey now. Healing, hermit mode. Healing. And then that's kind of what I'm getting there. I just heard the word estranged. And I think for this word, I'm kind of getting that, how do I word this? You're feeling estranged by your family or your group of friends or something, like you're isolating from everybody, like cutting out what no longer resonates for you, which is healthy. You know, we should be doing that throughout our lives as we move on our ascension path and healing path and grow and learn. We should be cutting out the things that are toxic, that are no longer resonate for us as, you know, being authentically you, or, you know, feel good to you. So you may be feeling guided to, you know, cut out. I'm going to write that down. What and who no longer resonates for you as you're healing. And growing and ascending. I feel like this is just came to me. I'm hearing a mockingbird from outside in my backyard, because my back door is cracked. And I feel like that is actually a sign for somebody too, that you may be being mocked by some people that, you know, you're walking away from. Just move forward on your path, because you're not going to make everybody happy, especially when you're choosing yourself. Because you're choosing yourself, you're being mocked. So I really feel like somebody needs to hear this. You know, it hurts when you're being mocked by others. Yeah, it hurts the ego. and it makes you feel bad sometimes about yourself. But you got to remember, those people are projecting their wounds at you, their insecurities at you, because you're choosing yourself. In the light within you that is now becoming brighter by you choosing yourself, I'm hearing, is what is making them project at you, by mocking you, by picking at you, projecting anger. You know, when we lay boundaries with people, that's a lot of times the response we'll get from very toxic people that are wounded. Again, you got to remember, wounded people, hurt people, as they say. People that are hurting inside and haven't done the work of healing themselves are going to sometimes project that at others. So just remember that that's what's going on there. That's not anything, any kind of a reflection on who you are, who you're becoming, and keep moving forward. Don't let that discourage you or make you feel bad about yourself or lower your vibration. You know, kind of hold your head up high, not in a prideful way, but hold your head up high in grace and keep moving forward in love. Send them love and move on with your life, you know? I feel like that's something somebody's really going through right now. They're being picked on and by others because of their choices. They're choosing themselves and the choices that they're making. Don't let that discourage you. That, if anything, that should be a sign of confirmation that you're going in the right direction when you're being mocked and picked on. And I know it's hard to go through that and it hurts, but you have to get to a point where you emotionally detach from the energy that they're projecting at you. You surround yourself with love, you know, positive affirmations of love for yourself, and eventually you'll get to a point where those things will not bother you as much or at all as you ascend, as you move, as you pour into yourself and choose yourself and self-love. That's the most important thing you can do in your life, is choose yourself and make yourself happy. Because how can you be happy if you're not choosing yourself? How can you ever be happy in a relationship with somebody else if you're not constantly choosing yourself and what's best for you? Not in a selfish way, you know what I mean? Like manipulating and taking advantage of others. I'm talking about in a reciprocal way. Like, in order to get an evenly reciprocal, loving relationship, how are you going to know or be able to track that right person on that level unless you've done the work yourself and you're choosing yourself constantly? So I feel like somebody needed to hear this. I'm getting a couple more things, so I'm going to continue on for a few more minutes. I heard skateboard. I don't know if that's going to resonate for somebody as a sign of synchronicity. I'm seeing, like, with that skateboard, maybe this will resonate for somebody. I don't know. Again, take it if it resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. With that skateboard, I'm seeing, like, a recently paved black, like, driveway. And, like, somebody wanting to skateboard down it and go fast. I'm going to write that down. I got California. Maybe significant for somebody. New Orleans just came through for somebody else. Or, again, take what resonates. And I heard Tigress. I don't know if I I spelled that right, but that's... EpiPen. So again, that may resonate for somebody. Maybe somebody has to carry EpiPen around for some severe allergies. Sparrow. I think somebody needs to look up the spiritual meaning of the sparrow. You may be seeing a lot of sparrows right now. That may resonate for somebody once you read what the sparrow means spiritually. And cardinal. So I'm getting some birds. I've actually been seeing a lot of cardinals, but I feel like this is for somebody else too. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing that song and I'm trying to get the name of it. Oh my goodness, what is this? Is it Michael Bublé? Na 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 na. I'm trying to think of the words. That just came to me. I'm flying high, something like that. It makes me want to look it up, but I don't have my computer up. I'm trying to think if I can get, I'm trying to see if I can get the name of the song. It's a new dawn, a new day. That part is coming through and I just got goosebumps. So that's a sign for somebody. And I'm feeling good. There it is. I just got goosebumps right when I got that too. So it's a sign of confirmation for somebody. And I'm feeling good. So that may resonate for somebody. Or maybe go listen to the song and look up the lyrics. And maybe that'll resonate for something you're going through. Or you love that song or something. It'll mean something for somebody. I'm getting a lot of songs today, and I don't usually get a lot of songs, but I love music. So I think somebody in watching this message again, it's timeless, so you can watch it anytime after I post it, and if you're pulled to it, there's a reason. I'm getting that song. Let's get it. Was it Percolating? Who sings that? Mary J. Blige or something like that. Mary Jane. Is it Mary Jane? Oh, Lord help me. All right. I'll just put, I don't know how to spell it. Let's get it percolating. I don't know. That's the name of it, but that's what I'm hearing, that song. Let's get it percolating. Like that song. So that may resonate for somebody. And you know what I've done in the past was when I hear certain songs that I feel like are significant, that just random play on my, Amazon Music or whatever. I actually go Google that and look at the lyrics. I'll look up the lyrics and I'll look up lyrics meaning of that song. And you'd be quite surprised what comes up when you do that, because I have been blown away that there was messages from, my twin flame or, my Kingdom's house coming through songs, and all, as well as for myself. Like myself, I was channeling songs to myself to hear for encouragement. And I've even gotten messages from passed on loved ones through music. So after I Googled, lyrics meaning of a certain song, I was like floored and I got goosebumps and stuff like that. So maybe somebody's being guided to do that. Like go maybe look up whatever music, song lyrics and the meaning of it when, you're hearing a song that it feels significant to you, and see what comes up. What else, Spirit? I just heard blue car. So you may have a blue car. That may resonate for somebody. And I just heard Toyota. Saturn. Your Saturn placement may be significant, or there's maybe something going on there you need to look up. You can go to places like, I think it's Astro, what is that? Well, you can Google like free birth charts, and you'll need your birthday, of course, but the time of your birth and the city and your location of birth to pull a free birth chart. And you could pay a little, like $10 or something for a full birth chart to get like all of, the aspects. But maybe somebody's being guided to look up their Saturn placement. And maybe that will be significant for something they're going through right now. But Saturn is coming up for somebody. And then see what your placement is, and then add, like you can Google, once you know what your placement is, you can actually Google it if the free, birth chart does not explain what that means. You can actually say what is going on with this Saturn placement at this time, and with the current like alignment, current planetary or celestial alignments. And you can Google stuff like that, and sometimes you'll get some interesting things that come up. I've done that before. I'm seeing men in, I'm trying to think what they call these. It's where they wrap their heads. Is it a turban? So I'm seeing like it looks like Middle Eastern or that area, men in turbans. Like I'm seeing like not super dark skin, but tan skin, a little bit olive, kind of like darker skin, but with like these beards, black beards, like mustache and beards, but they're kind of hang down a little bit. That may be significant for somebody, just as a sign of confirmation. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Any other signs? Confirmation. $77 came through. $818. $66. 99, 100. Like you've seen a comment like 99s and 100s. That means you're ending a cycle and you're starting a new cycle in some form of your life, like any karmic cycles and lessons. I'm going to write this down, stoic. So somebody may resonate for that. Like maybe you're stoic, or somebody that is stoic. I'm hearing the word pressure and then pressuring. Like maybe somebody is pressuring you or you're pressuring somebody else, but I feel like it's more happening to the viewer. You're feeling under pressure to do something, either from an outside source or maybe you're putting that on yourself. Don't pressure yourself. So what I'm hearing. Don't do that. Again, show self-love, show grace for yourself, give yourself time and space to heal and recalibrate in hermit mode, and then move forward when you feel inspired to do so. You will feel inspired once you get to a certain point. And for me, it was, I'm going to close this reading here in a minute, but for me, it was a point of making a decision. I mentioned this in a prior video, to choose myself. And that's what this reading is. It's about going solo, choosing yourself, cutting people out of your life that no longer resonate for you and where you're heading and where you believe you're at now. So don't pressure yourself, is what I'm hearing to tell you. Be easy on yourself. Show yourself some love and grace, and give yourself like a hot Epsom salt bath. Relax, meditate, pray. When you feel inspired to do so, then you can move forward. You'll feel it. So I feel like that's the message for this group right here. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle messages here real quick and see what comes out for everybody. Just, again, I'm not the best shuffler, but I'm going to do my best. Just a natural. The ups and downs in life are just a natural phenomenon. Don't dwell on it too much. Let it happen. Accept the changes in your life and face them with equanimity, and you will be more calm and relaxed. And that's exactly kind of what was coming through. Don't pressure yourself. And I just got goosebumps again. So that was for somebody needed to hear that today in this reading. Again, it's timeless, so whenever you're watching this, you probably needed to hear it. I'm going to pull one more from this. Detach. Wow. That goes along with this message too. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. Exactly. That goes right along with the message. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. And that's what I've been, I just got goosebumps again. So again, that's a sign of confirmation for somebody. I'm going to pull one from the Spirit Messages Oracle and see what comes out. And then we're going to close the reading. Thank you so much for all of you, for all your support. Please let me know if any of this information resonates for any of you. And I love hearing how it resonates for people and how it's helping people. That's why I'm doing this. Keep moving forward. This is what I said. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmations. I love getting these. Keep moving forward, even if you are unsure of your next step or where it may take you. Trust that you are walking the path you are meant to walk. Remember, we are walking it with you. Trust yourself more. I think somebody really needed to hear that, and I just got goosebumps again. So thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe to support the channel, and so it'll show up for more people. You can even hit the share button and copy link. You don't have to share it. It'll help the algorithm, and it'll also help show it in front of more people. Thank you so much for all your love and support, and I leave you in love and light and blessings. Bye.